It's time for another new Kansas City Spotlight. Here's your host, Lauren Scott.
Back to school can always be stressful, but there are ways to make sure your child is adjusting and responding well to stress. I'm Lauren Scott, your host for Kansas City Spotlight, and today I'm joined by Brynn Fowler from KVC Hospitals to learn more. Hi, Brynn. How's it going?
It's going good. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, thank you for being here. And tell me, how can returning to school affect a child's mental health?
Sure. So over the past 18 months, we've had a lot of unpredictability.
Yeah.
As adults, we've experienced that. We've been adaptable and we've kind of pushed on. Kids experience that a lot differently. They are able to understand it, but not really comprehend what those side effects will be. So we see a lot of anger, frustration, and when those big feelings of anxiety kind of build up, they don't know what to do. A lot of them have had to transition to online learning, which is a completely new platform for them. And not knowing what to do in that situation and in that lack of autonomy can create those big feelings. And you'll see more defiance and verbal aggression. You may see more disengagement from peers and more isolation, and things like that. And so it's really important to understand that we may not see everything, but those kids are definitely feeling everything.
Yeah, for sure. So how can caregivers and parents, how can they help kids adjust?
So to help your kiddo adjust, the biggest thing is communication. Communication is key. While we may think that we need to keep kids, separate from the day-to-day, like we don't want them to tell them the craziness and we don't want to tell them what's happening, the more they're informed, the more they can use those tools to be resilient. Making sure that, you're prepared to be able to validate your kids' feelings of feeling, anxious and frustrated and sad. When you or I feel anxious or sad, the one thing we want to do is find a safe person or place to talk to. It's the same thing the kids need. So being that safe space and person for your kid is extremely important.
Yeah, for sure. And if people want to learn more on this topic, how can they do that?
So you can go to our website, kvchospitals.org, and there's tons of free resources, and really lean into community mental health providers and making sure that you have the resources as a caregiver to be able to be sufficient and be able to be helpful for your kiddo, and making sure that you talk to your school district and what are they doing to provide that support. So really just overall wrapping yourself around in mental health resources.
Yeah, so one more time, where can people go if they want more information?
kvchospitals.org. Again, ton of free resources on there. Let us help you build your toolbox of those things and be able to be useful in the community.
All right, Brynn, great information. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you.
This Kansas City Spotlight has been paid for by KVC Hospitals. For more information, visit kvchospitals.org.